the Vikings, they're expected to be a middling team. They could be a playoff team, though, in that division. Lions and Vikings, and then you've got the Bears and Packers after that. But the Vikings making some headlines here the last news cycle. If you didn't see this, maybe not. We learned the Vikings are making an extended effort to sign star receiver Justin Jefferson to a mega contract before the NFL season begins. Oh, by the way, the NFL season begins a week from Sunday. Well, actually, a week from Thursday if you're Kansas City or Detroit. Now, Jefferson has not talked about this publicly. He hasn't gone on the record saying that he wants X amount of money, and like so many of these other NFL players that moan and complain about their contract, Jefferson has not done that. He's been tight-lipped on this, and the story is he's such a great leader, he does not want to be a distraction. Okay. How do you like them apples? So let us discuss the question regarding this. Why are the Vikings at the 11th hour trying to beat the clock on a Justin Jefferson contract? So I've got curve, jigsaw puzzle, and yinzer. And we will combine all of these things together, and we are going to make some Irish coffee is what we're going to make. Wonderful this time of the year. So number one. Minnesota has really no choice here. No real choice. Now, they could be bunch of douchebags and not give the man the money. But Justin Jefferson has something over the heads of the Vikings. He's good. He's really, really good. The cream of the crop. And you're talking about the top 3 receiver in the NFL. When you're the top 3 at your position, you are profitable. Your bank account is going to blow up. That's how it works. And so the Vikings, that this is the right thing to do if they actually get it done. They technically do have the option of going yellow light. Now, what is the yellow light? The yellow light is you slow down, you proceed with caution, you prepare to stop. The option is available. It should not be played here. Minnesota already picked up Justin Jefferson's 5th-year option. So that means, if my math is correct, he's got 2 seasons left on the contract. But these massive contracts, it's just the way of the world, right? It's the cost of doing business. And you look at the PPI, the Player Price Index, if you will. We made that up. But it's sky high, right? And you're always attempting to get in front of the curve, the inflation curve in this particular case. And you want to whip inflation now. And salaries keep going up, and away. And so Jefferson is expected to reset the wide receiver market, and not just the wide receiver market. The word is that Jefferson is going to be the highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL. That's the contract he's in line to get with all the accomplishments he's had. And within a couple of seasons, though, the reason you try to get ahead of the curve on this, you pay Jefferson now, you give him, say, a 5-year contract, and then 2 years from now, it looks like a much better deal because the TV money keeps going up. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. The NFL's got gambling money now. They've found new revenue streams. It's insanity how much money they have to play with. And so they filter that money down to the players. They get a percentage of it. And so the salary cap goes up. It's Maller math, but my favorite math is Maller math. Now, page 2 here. Let's go to Indianapolis. And today is the day. Deadline day for the Horseshoes, our long saga going to come to an end, at least that is if you believe the chatter out of Indianapolis. Conflicting reports. Today's the day. Jonathan Taylor's departure from the Colts is going to be anyone's guess whether it happens or not, but we're hearing the latest chatter is that the Dolphins and Broncos and a mystery team interested in Jonathan Taylor, the disgruntled, malcontent running back there in Indiana. Each club is supposedly willing to give him a market rate contract. So the market rate for a top-notch running back, am I wrong on this? I believe it's $12 million.
I gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
That's what Saquon Barkley got from the Giants and Jacobs got from the Raiders, so $12 million. So the question here, what do you make of the latest revelations in the Jonathan Taylor trade conversation? So this is a jigsaw puzzle, but the problem with the jigsaw puzzle is you've almost got it done, but there's a piece missing here. And my experience with the puzzle, you cannot complete the puzzle without having all the pieces. Now, why is there a puzzle piece missing? Because of these conflicting reports. That's why. It's kind of obvious here. You've got the Colts who are leaking that there's no good offer. There's no offer here, so it doesn't look like a trade's going to happen. And then you've got Taylor's posse, his agent, who is leaking that there's a lot of interest, there's multiple teams, and there's a mystery team. There's a mystery team that is interested here. Very vague reference when you toss a mystery team out. That's normally like a baseball gossipy thing. There's a mystery team there. And my experience, I like to quote the great poet Jay Scoop, that is often what's known as bullpucky, is what that is. When somebody says mystery team, they're just making that up. There's very rarely actually a mystery team. So that's just the way it is. But this whole story is at the mercy nurse of Jim Irsay. And Jim Irsay is a very interesting cat. He's a human kaleidoscope, if you will. And you don't know. Maybe he wakes up later on. He might be awake right now, probably listening to us. Jim Irsay is a nocturnal guy.
Don't do drugs.
But whenever he gets up there, Irsay, and he'll say, all right, which side of the bed does he get out of? Does he get out of the side of the bed, I want to get rid of Taylor and get some draft picks? Or does he get out of the other side of the bed and say, no, I'm not going to trade that guy. We're going to keep him. There is a scenario where the Colts trade Jonathan and they say goodbye to you. We're going to get rid of you. You're gone. Taylor's gone. And then they sign a different running, Kareem Hunt, late of the Browns and Kansas City. All right, final stop. Let's go to La La Land, where there has been a noise about Aaron Donald, the star defensive tackle of the Rams. Is he the next player to leave Los Angeles? And there was a story that connected him to the Pittsburgh Steelers, kind of an obvious connection, that he went to Pitt. He's from that part of the country, and so the Steelers are a better team right now than the Rams, and Aaron Donald's getting a little long in the tooth. So is there a connection there? Now, Donald supposedly chimed in, according to Peter King, if you didn't see this, Peter King tells us that Aaron Donald does not have a, quote, burning desire to play for the Pittsburgh football team. So how much stock do you put in Aaron Donald having a rather nonchalant approach about playing for the Steelers? So I put zero stock in this particular story, and my rebuttal is, are you gullible? Are you gullible? Did you expect Aaron Donald, less than a couple weeks away from the start of the NFL season, to declare that he does not want to play for the Rams and he would like to be friends with Steely McBeam? Did you expect that to happen? And get paid he's getting paid a king's ransom from the Rams. Now, we mentioned Donald, born and bred in Pittsburgh and played college ball at Pitt. He is a Yinzer through and through. Yoy and double yoy, as they used to say back in the day. But playing right there at the confluence where the Monongahela and the Allegheny form the Ohio River, you could see it. It's a made-for-television storybook ending. The Steelers have a good defense, but they add Aaron Donald in there. The Rams are teetering on the brink of sucking, and that means that Donald's long-term future is an open book at this point. And if you look at the fine print on Aaron Donald's contract, there is an out in the contract after this upcoming season. So the Rams could say bye to Aaron Donald and get out of the contract after this season, which makes it more likely, if that were the case, and the Rams are going to be a middling team, that they would, or worse, they would get rid of Aaron Donald.